Welcome to Facts TV News, where everything is true. 23 adults and 12 children left homeless after fire gutted houses in downtown Kingston. 23 adults and 12 children have been left homeless after a fire gutted several homes in downtown Kingston early yesterday morning. Immediately banks of the Jamaica Fire Brigade says the houses were located at Smith Lane and James Street. Firefighters received the call at about 4:57 a.m. He says investigators are trying to determine what caused the blaze.
We received a call at the York Park station at 4:57 a.m. of dwelling houses on fire at 26 to 30 Smith Lane and 15 to 17 James Street. That's in downtown Kingston. We responded with 5 units. On arrival, we saw multiple dwellings on fire. We immediately got into operation, and when the operation was over, we got reports of 23 adults and 12 children were left homeless as a result of the situation. We didn't get any reports of deaths or injuries, and we presently have firefighters on scene trying to ascertain the cause of the fire.
The Ministry of Justice will receive a report this week into the leaked video of Barnet. The Ministry of Justice is expected to receive a report this week into the video leak surrounding 23-year-old Barnet, the man who admitted in court the killing of Kimisha Wright and her 4 children on June 21st this year. In the viral video on Friday, July 1 this year, 4 justices of peace, one being a medical doctor, were seen questioning the condition and health of Barnet. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck at the time met with the custodians Rolo Turam, agreed at a committee of inquiry to fully investigate the matter. The investigation was to determine if there were any breaches by the JPs and if yes, to recommend what action should be taken. The committee was expected to report within 4 weeks to the relevant custodies and to the Minister of Justice. Mr. Chuck said the report will guide the conduct of JPs when seeking to protect the rights and dignity of persons in custody. The examination was reportedly leaked to the public after being mistakenly sent to a wrong number on social messaging platform WhatsApp. She told reporters that footage collected during visits is normally used to verify claims made by inmates.
I did not tell the officers DPP about the video. I just told them we're going to sit the man on observation. It is standard procedure for us when we are doing these things, because it is not for public consumption, Ricardo and nationwide listeners. It is our tool. I do not owe him an apology. I was doing my job. He waived his limited rights. He's over 18 years old. He's an adult. He waived the limited rights that he has and consulting a lawyer. When he says he had no issue to being photographed, he waived that limited right. So we are well within our remit to do what we did. The problem is the leakage. And people are also forgetting that this man went into open court and told everybody in Jamaica that he was beaten in his back by the police. People forgetting that, and everybody's coming. I did my job.
Court threatens court action to halt expansion of Dovecot Cemetery. Norman Scott, chairman of the St. Catherine Municipal Corporation, has said he is prepared to seek an injunction to halt the long-standing controversial expansion of Dovecot Memorial Park. Mayor Scott said the municipal corporation issued a stop order to Commander Park Limited, operators of Dovecot Memorial Park, about 2 weeks ago when it got wind that at least 15 burials have taken place. A permit issued by the National Environment and Planning Agency (NEPA) allows for expansion close to residential areas like Tivoli Gardens and St. John's Heights. But Mr. Scott said the operators are in breach and should not be allowed to continue because they had burials without giving permission and did so despite being issued a stop notice. He said the municipal corporation will have to take the matter to court, but in the interim, the health department should invoke measures that will prevent further burials. Residents staged a protest outside the burial site on Monday morning to express concern about the safety of underground water systems. One of the protesters asserted that 12 wells were within 2 kilometers around the proposed site of expansion of the cemetery, while more than 30 wells are within a further 5 kilometers of the area. She argued that it was not a case of if the water in the area will be contaminated as a result of the work, but a matter of when. She said an impact assessment of the work being carried out by Commander Park indicated that test wells should be dug and tested. However, the residents lamented that the National Environment and Planning Agency (NEPA) gave permission for this despite the agency having no mechanism in place to either test these wells or to monitor the testing of the wells. Tivoli's jack of all trades is a woman. Her neighbors live next door to a soldier, teacher, dental hygienist, and licensed practical nurse. 31-year-old Patricia K. Summons is like a tree with many branches. The Summons neighbors in Tivoli Gardens, Kingston, want to know if a cavity has invaded their mouth, learn to do a breaststroke, or wish to remind their children that ghetto youths can excel too. They need to step past her gate. The girl can do everything. She is a big swimmer. The girl is jack of all trades, a man who lives across from someone's house on Track Avenue boasted last week. Someone, a member of the Jamaica Defense Force National Reserve, told reporters that her commitment to balancing multiple professions stemmed from a desire to be an independent woman in the inner city. I'm a dental hygienist, a reservist, a licensed practical nurse, and a part-time swimming instructor. Did I always have an interest in my careers? Nope, not one. I think it's very important for me as a woman from the inner city to be independent and no, just not to be stereotyped. As a result, this gives me a sense of purpose, sense of life, satisfaction, and learning to care for self financially, emotionally, mentally, and physically by helping to promote a sense of belonging, someone said. Being competent in many endeavors surprises the people around you who thought you would never be good enough. Why? Because their children want to be like you. Someone said there has been instances when people from the community tell her they want to come to her house and clean their teeth. And I have done quite a lot in office and at community health fairs, even while completing my competencies at dental school, she related. But which profession does she love more? Being a swimming instructor is more dear to my heart, even though it's stressful. It is a rewarding experience and one which strikes with some people for the rest of their lives. Why? Race, color, class, and creed are all gone through the window when they are all in one space and having one thing in common, learning how to swim, someone explained. She added jokingly that she had to develop a liking for school or face her mother, Marva Brown, who would tolerate nothing less. I was raised by a strict mother in an extended family in the inner city of Tivoli Gardens. It was always school, bookwork, sports, she recalled. As a child growing up, we were from a very athletic family who represented Jamaica in football, nationally and internationally. With the likes of my sister, Peter K. Summon, and my first cousin, Luton Shelton Jr., on the other hand, I was very much interested in swimming and track and field. I represented the White Speeders for about 8 years, being one of their best breaststroker and backstroker during my years, she continued. Brown's pride was obvious as she showed reporters many pictures of her daughter dressed in her JDF uniform. I'm a very proud mother. Being a mother and a single parent, I'm so proud. She's been excelling since high school, Brown said. Being from Tivoli, we never stigmatize our community. I know others have done it, but this is what we have to do in order to uplift the community. One day, they need to honor all the inner city youths, both males and females, who succeed through rough and hard times growing up, Brown told reporters. Someone's education began at Trafalgar Christian Preparatory. Afterwards, she attended St. Hugh's High School, where she tackled long-distance running, and she had already been introduced to swimming and had been trained with elite swimmers. In 2010, she won the Hugo Chambers 10K trophy, unattached in the under-21 category. I hated school so much, I did everything to stop going to school. I spray-painted my name on the wall where I used to have lunch in the high school. I thought it was enough to cut me not to attend high school anymore. I was so well known when the principal called my name on the intercom and noted it was me. She told me to get paint and paint it out. I stopped performing academically because I wanted to stay home, someone confessed. But her mother showed her who was in charge. My mother gave me a beating one day after seeing my grade 9 report. That's when I decided I wanted to go to dental school, and that's where it all started. Me settling down and doing some work. I then went to Excelsior High School for 2 years, then practical nursing school, having a total of 9 CXC subjects including a Level 2 City and Guilds in healthcare. Someone then matriculated to the College of Oral Health Science at the University of Technology Jamaica UTech in 2014. where she pursued a Bachelor of Science in Dental Science and was successful. After graduating from UTech, she joined the JDF as a reserve. Seeing my mother as a single parent, trying always to make ends meet, inspired those career paths. Knowing how my father and a sister of his used to say I will never be anything of good standards and that all I'm trying to do is waste time, those words pushed me to do better than their children and do better than them, to do and be whatever I wanted to be, someone reported. But even with the drive to prove those people wrong, she often struggled with self-doubt. So much so that when she made the decision to join the JDF, she didn't think of it as a sure shot, rather it was a test trial. I used to doubt myself so much, I never thought I would be able to achieve whatever it is that I try to accomplish. A few people I knew who were and are still members of the JDF are also in the dental field. They used to ask me if I would join the force after college because they are short on dentists, and say they will try as much as possible for me as an asset there and would still be able to practice some unrelated. That self-doubt she shared tormented her during university. The issues that affected me were failures during college. I just felt like I wasn't going to make it to graduation. I saw all my friends graduating by 2016 and there I was just failing. I just wanted to flunk because I was just tired of failing the same thing over and over. Then I remembered I am from the inner city. I have to pay back the student loan bureau and I want to get my degree like my friends. So I ended up overcoming them by not giving up, she said. Someone was working with the chief dental officer, Dr. Erwin Mackenzie, when she completed her studies at UTech and was planning and organizing, then executing community health fairs island-wide consistently. She noted that she didn't want to stop helping to create brighter smiles in the civil world and was told that joining the Jamaica National Reserve would be the perfect selection. My plan going forward is not to lose myself in the moment, maintain good mental health, and make time for self, family, and friends, she said. My advice to youngsters who are living in the inner city communities is, if not now, when? Do not limit yourself, keep trying and trying again. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell.